I'm Dr. Peter Corey. I'm a member of the Rediscovering City Hall Committee. We've been working 3 years on restoring City Hall's physical structure back to the 1899 area, and now we're entering the part where we're trying to make it more of a museum quality type of building, where we're bringing in lithographs from 1899 Peoria to give you a sense of what Peoria was like when the building was built. We're going to have some museum exhibits upstairs of old Peoria souvenirs and things that the mayors are going to donate through the years that tells the story of Peoria. And we have a lot of visitors that come through City Hall. We have a lot of tourists, and we're trying to really enhance the flavor of that.
Where'd the lithographs come from?
The lithographs came from the Bradley University Peoria Historical Society collection. Peoria Historical Society keeps their lithographs on the third floor of the Bradley University Library. And so this came from a book from 1886, and they're really fun because you can identify what's there today. Do you want to see some?
Sure.
Everybody today is familiar with the Bob Michael Bridge, and many people remember the Franklin Street Bridge that they tore down to make the Bob Michael. Well, this is the bridge that was there before the Franklin Street Bridge. This was the Lower Free Bridge. It was made out of wood and metal. It had railroad tracks, and this is what it looked like when City Hall was built in 1899. The locals called it Old Toothpick because it was really rickety and made a lot of noise, especially when the trolley cars went across it. So, but it gives you a sense of what Peoria was like back then.
What year, how many years was it up?
Around the 1910 era is when they built the Franklin Street Bridge and tore this down, because it really needed to be torn down, they said. As you know, Peoria was the distilling and brewing capital of the world from the 1870s to Prohibition in 1920. This is the Gibbs Brewery. It was built shortly after the Civil War in 1864, and it lasted until about 1950s, very fondly remembered by Peorians. And "Give me a Gibbs" was a slogan that you would find in bars all over the city. In the 1880s, Peoria had many vaudeville palaces, and this was the grandest, the Grand Opera House, built in 1882. Emma Abbott, the world's most famous opera singer, came to Peoria to open it, and she was actually from Peoria, and we'll hear a lot about her in the new museum. But the opera house had gold, gilded gold all over. It had blue ceilings with sparkles all over it, and it was really grand. And in 1909, somebody left a cigarette in a garbage can, and it burned to the ground. And we really regret that we didn't have it now. It's on Hamilton Street. It was right next to where the old jail was, right where the Cullinan building is today. Peoria's had 5 courthouses. This was the 4th one that they built in 1876. It was meant to be a grand Venetian palace, and it was really quite beautiful with a lot of marble and brass works in it. We do still have the clock in the Historical Society collection. It will be down in the new museum, still ticking away for Peoria. But this courthouse was very grand and very well known, and it was torn down in 1964 to make way for the new courthouse and the plaza that we have today. But the courthouse has always been located on this site since Peoria County began in 1825.
I'm Mary Ann Bible Russell, and I own Bible Gallery, and it was my privilege to frame these lithographs, and we wanted something to be proud of in Peoria, and our history is long and marvelous, and these lithographs absolutely show that. And so we wanted to keep it authentic. So the frames are literally from the doors of the original City Hall, and they are wonderful. Same. If you come in and visit us and see the prints, or the lithographs, you will see that they match the doors, and it's fabulous. And I'm standing in front of a radiator that the City Hall, the original City Hall, had steam heat, and these were placed around City Hall, and instead of getting rid of them, we've painted them, and they are works of art. They're fabulous, and people should realize that although there was steam heat, it was still a pretty piece. I just think the renovation, everything is fabulous. Now, we will be selling these pictures for a plaque of $300 and the name of the person or organization, it can be an organization as well, will have a beautiful brass plaque placed on the frame. And we will have more lithographs available if we are able to sell the original 10. So that's what we'd like to do. And also then you'd be part of Peoria history. And we're all so proud to be